G'day guys, welcome back on Living on 2 Acres Queensland, and today just a short video about growing date palms here in southeast Queensland. Now I do realize that they're probably not the best suited palm tree to grow in our area if you want them to produce fruit, but I just couldn't help it. I really like dates. Obviously many people do. They're nice and sweet and nutritious and delicious, and so here it is. Now the way I grew it was just from seed. I want to say this is probably a Medjoul Date, if I'm saying it right. I bought dates, fresh dates, well, not fresh dates, but the dates from Woolworths, which they sell in like fruit and veg section there, and after we ate the dates, I put them in a seed raising mix, and many of them popped out and grew. So the one you're looking at here is probably I want to say at least 4 years old. They do grow very slow, and there is a saying that you plant date palms not for yourself but for next generation, but I still want to do it even if I don't have any fruit, which I hope I do, but if not, it's still a beautiful palm tree to look at. So I have actually got a little pond here, and I have 4 of those palms growing along the edge of the pond, and once they grow they should look nice and very well, eye-pleasing, if I might say. But another reason why they're here is that I heard saying that date palm likes to have its head in the sun and its feet in the water, and being palm tree, it actually sends the root down into the ground quite deep. So I'm hoping eventually it'll reach the water level in the ground, and it'll be self-sufficient on water, in so to say. The water level here is a bit low at the moment. Normally it's about 50 centimeters higher, just to the edge of that drainage pipe there, but we did have a bit of a dry spell lately, and the water level fell a bit. So once the water level goes up a little more, it'll be easier for the palms to reach the level of water in the ground, and hopefully they'll drink from that. I do have to water them every now and then, but you can see I'm not mulching them or anything at all, because again, the roots of the date palm do go quite deep, and when I was replanting it, I had this one here in the pot for a while. I could see that the roots just go pretty much straight down. Not many roots went like sideways, and yeah, that's why that's because the palm is just searching for water in the ground, and so I don't see a point of mulching it. I want to encourage the root growth to go down. So as I say, this date palm here is 4 years old at least, and I had it in the pot, and because it was standing in a pot near the cage with my birds, when I used to clean the cage, I always used to tip water and all the bird poop into it, and it seemed to have really liked it, and it really took off, so to say, keeping in mind that date palm grows quite slow. Now I know that the date palm normally has like a male and female plant type, so because there's no way for me to say right now which sex this particular plant is, whether it's male or female. I planted 4, and therefore I just have at least 1 in 4 chances that one of the plants will end up being of different sex to another tree, and hopefully if at least one of them is a female, I might have some fruit, if I at all can have fruit in southeast Queensland off the date palm. I haven't seen one fruiting in Queensland, to be honest. I did read and mention of one date palm somewhere in Queensland actually fruiting, but I'm not sure where there was. I'm pretty sure it was in Brisbane area because it was an ad in realestate.com.au advertising for a property, and it was saying that this particular property has the only date palm in Queensland that actually produces fruit. So it's a hearsay, you might say, but yeah, that's how I heard of it. Apparently there are date palm plantations in Australia, but not in Queensland. It's probably on the other side of our country, there in the west side somewhere. There are some videos on YouTube you can see, and they have some magnificent palms there. But I'm quietly hopeful that perhaps in my lifetime I might actually see it fruit, or at least flower. Let's start with that. Now you can see all my palms are protected with a chicken wire mesh, and again that's because of the wallabies. They never used to touch the palm trees, but now, you know, the winter is just gone, and I think because it was a bit dry and there's a lot less vegetation available for them, for the wallabies to eat, they began eating everything they haven't touched before. And you can see this one here has been really trimmed by the wallabies. It was probably of that same size as that, but one night they just descended on it and just munched it off, so I quickly covered them all up. This one will recover, of course it will take time, but there's still some plant left, so it'll be fine. And yeah, so this is it. That's the 4 I have. I decided to continue planting them along that way as well, and right now I got some seeds in the seed raising mix waiting for them to sprout, and I'll grow them in the pots for a little while, and as soon as they have a few leaves out, I'll plant them here so they start getting acclimatized to this local area. And hopefully in the next video I make about it, I'll have a full row. That'll be magnificent if they grow, and it'll look nice. So this is it. Do you guys, any of you in Queensland, have date palm? Does it fruit? How does it grow? What do you do with it? You know, what do you use for fertilizer? I just chuck granulated fertilizer that I get from buying underneath every now and then. And sometimes we water it with this sort of manure water. Basically we just stir some manure in the water, let it settle for a while and brew, and then we just pour that over, and it seems to be at least not harmful to it, so we go with that. And so yeah, here we are. And even if you're not in Queensland, let me know, do you grow date palms? How do you go? That'd be nice to know. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.